41 years old, 23 seasons deep, and LeBron James is about to be the most important free agent on the planet again. He's told the Lakers he's playing somewhere else next season, and per Shams Charania, the race is down to 3 frontrunners. The 76ers, the Heat, the Cavaliers. 3 completely different rosters, 3 completely different jobs for him to do, and only one of them has a hole shaped exactly like the player LeBron is right now. Today, his impact on all 3, his fit on all 3, and the one I'd bet on. Let's break it down. Here's the plan. First, the player LeBron actually is at 41, because it's not the player in your head. Then, all 3 suitors, one by one. Philadelphia and the firepower problem. Miami and the missing engine. Cleveland and the hole nobody's talking about. Then we put the last 2 head to head and land on a verdict. Stats are verified, the read is mine, and keep one sentence in your pocket the whole way. LeBron runs your offense. He does not space your floor. That sentence decides this entire race. This is Game is Culture. Real quick, if you want free agency broken down with verified numbers instead of hot takes, subscribe. It's free and it helps a ton. And stay to the end, because one of these 3 teams lost its offensive brain in the middle of last season, and almost nobody is connecting those dots to LeBron. Now the player himself. Start with what LeBron still is, because at 41, it's kind of absurd. 20.9 points, 6 boards, and 7.2 assists a game on 51% shooting. He is still one of the best passers and decision makers alive, a walking offense who organizes everything he touches. But one number changes how you should read this whole race. He shot just 31.7% from 3. So here's the sentence again. LeBron runs your offense. He does not space your floor. Every fit we're about to grade lives and dies on that. Now the report. On July 7th, Shams Charania said the teams that continue to come up are Cleveland, Miami, and Philadelphia. And he called it a hierarchy in that order, with everyone else on the periphery. The wild part is, Philly wasn't even in the picture until they traded for Jaylen Brown, and within a day, LeBron's camp was reportedly taking their pitch seriously. Meanwhile, his agent Rich Paul says no decision is imminent. So the list is short and the fit question is live. Let's start with the newest name on the board. First, Philadelphia. Here's where the Sixers stand. They went 45-37, grabbed the 7th seed, then ran into the champion Knicks in the second round and got swept 4-0. So the front office swung big. They sent Paul George and a stack of picks to Boston for Jaylen Brown, a finals MVP in his prime who just carried the Celtics with almost 29 a night. That trade is the only reason Philly is in this conversation, because now look at the scoring on this roster. Jaylen Brown averaged 28.7, Tyrese Maxey averaged 28.3, Joel Embiid averaged 26.9. That is 3 players over 26 points a game on one team. Add LeBron's 20.9 and you have, on paper, the most raw firepower any team in this race can offer him. No defense on earth can send 2 bodies at everybody. That's the Philly pitch in one chart. Come be the 4th head of a monster. And LeBron's role there is clear. He'd be the organizer. Because here's Philly's dirty secret. They have buckets everywhere and a brain shortage. Maxey led the entire league in minutes at 38 a night, pushing that offense on pure legs. Brown is a finisher, not a table setter. Embiid creates from the post when he plays. Nobody there does what LeBron does. Read the whole floor and hand 3 scorers easy baskets they didn't have to create. He'd take the playmaking weight off Maxey and turn ISO possessions into layups. But now the problems, and they're real. 1 ball, 4 mouths. LeBron has never in his life been a 3rd option, let alone a 4th, and somebody in that lineup has to become one. Embiid played 38 games last season, so the pecking order changes nightly depending on who's in uniform. And when the shot clock is dying in a playoff game, who takes it? Nobody knows, and that's the issue. Philly offers LeBron the most talent and the least clarity. Remember that word, clarity, because the next 2 teams flip it. Next, Miami. You know the Miami story if you've been here all week. They went 43-39, missed the playoffs entirely, then traded Tyler Hero and a mountain of assets for Giannis Antetokounmpo. They added a top 3 player and shipped out their only real shot creator in the same move. So the roster right now is 2 elite big men, Giannis and Bam Adebayo, 1 great shooter in Andrew Wiggins, and a giant vacancy sign at lead guard. Their best remaining playmaker, Davion Mitchell, averaged 9 points a game. Miami's biggest need is an engine, and guess who just became available? Because that's exactly what LeBron is. 7.2 assists a game at 41. Plug him in and the fit looks almost poetic. He walks it up, runs pick and roll with Bam, throws lobs to the most devastating rim runner alive, and suddenly Giannis never has to create from a standstill again. And the story writes itself. LeBron back in Miami, where he won his first 2 rings, teaming up with Giannis for one last run. On paper, it's the highest ceiling in the race. But hold on, say the sentence with me. LeBron runs your offense, he does not space your floor. And neither do Miami's stars. Giannis shot 33% from 3, Bam shot 32, LeBron shot 31.7. That's 3 of your 4 best players all living inside the arc, all needing the same driving lanes. Andrew Wiggins at 41% cannot stretch a defense by himself. Every playoff opponent does the same thing. Build a wall in the paint, dare the role players to shoot, and watch 3 Hall of Fame drives die in a crowd. The crowded paint problem doesn't get solved by LeBron, it gets worse. And there's a second risk stacked on top, availability. Giannis played just 36 games last season. LeBron is entering season 24. You'd be betting a title window on 2 superstar bodies with a combined age of 72 staying healthy through June. It can absolutely work. The talent is that immense, and Miami still needs shooters either way. But this fit is a gamble wearing a tuxedo. It looks incredible. It might not survive the second round. So Philly has the talent. Miami has the ceiling. The last team has a job opening with LeBron's name already on it. Quick pause. If this is the kind of breakdown you came for, subscribe now, because the next 5 minutes are the whole video. The last team is the one I'd bet on, and one mid-season trade nobody talks about is the reason why. Finally, Cleveland. Here's the trade nobody's connecting to LeBron. In the middle of last season, the Cavaliers sent Darius Garland to the Clippers, and Cleveland still won 52 games and reached the conference finals without a true lead guard, before the champion Knicks swept them out. Read that again. A 52-win contender, 1 series from the finals, whose single missing piece is a floor general who can organize the offense and carry the playmaking. That's not a team asking LeBron to be a savior. That's a team with a LeBron-shaped hole in the starting lineup. And the co-star situation just got locked in. Donovan Mitchell averaged 27.9 points a game on 48% shooting, played 70 games, and on July 7th, he agreed to a 4-year, $273 million extension. So Cleveland's best player is committed, in his prime, and he's a finisher, not an organizer. Mitchell has spent his whole career hunting buckets, and he's elite at it. What he's never had is a Hall of Fame brain setting the table next to him. Pair them, and neither one has to be something he's not. Now LeBron's role, and it's the cleanest of the 3. He's the point forward day 1. Mitchell slides into the finisher role he was born for. Evan Mobley, 18-9 on 54% shooting, becomes the screen and dive monster LeBron has turned into an all-star before. Jared Allen shot 63% from the field, and lobs and dump-offs are exactly the diet LeBron feeds a center. And then the story, the kid from Akron coming home at 41 for a third act. Plus, one reported thread, some believe Cleveland is keeping flexibility to trade for Bronny and reunite father and son. That's theory, not fact, but it tells you how seriously people take this. Is it perfect? No. The sentence follows LeBron to Ohio too. Mobley shot under 30% from 3, Allen doesn't shoot at all, so a LeBron-Mobley-Allen floor can get just as cramped as anything in Miami, and Cleveland would need shooting around them, badly. And the Knicks didn't just beat this team, they demolished it. So you're asking a 41-year-old to close a 4-0 gap. Those are the honest holes. But notice what Cleveland doesn't have. No pecking order fight, no missed playoffs, one clear job, one committed co-star, 52 wins already banked. So let's settle it. Strike Philly first, and not because the talent isn't real. It's the most talented roster of the 3, But LeBron at 41, fighting 3 other stars for touches and a role, is the worst version of this signing, my read. So it's Miami against Cleveland, and the tape isn't close. Last season, Miami missed the playoffs. Cleveland won 52 and made the conference finals. The co-star, Giannis, gave you 36 games. Mitchell gave you 70 and just signed for 4 more years. The role? In Miami, he's the patch on a roster missing its engine and its shooting. In Cleveland, he's the missing piece. Full stop. Same spacing warts on both. Cleveland everywhere else. So here's my verdict. Cleveland grades out as a strong fit, the strongest on the board, and it's not complicated. The exact hole he fills, a 52-win floor, a locked-in co-star who complements instead of competes, 2 bigs who turn his passes into dunks, and the story every athlete dreams about, finishing where it started. It lines up with the reporting too. Shams put Cleveland first in his own hierarchy, and other insiders are calling it the scenario to beat. No fit is perfect for a 41-year-old non-shooter, but this is the one where LeBron changes the most while being asked to change the least. So that's the race. Philadelphia offers the most talent and the messiest fit. Miami offers the highest ceiling and the scariest gamble. Cleveland offers the cleanest job and the best story. Where could I be wrong? Everywhere, honestly. Rich Paul says no decision is imminent, nothing is signed, and one trade anywhere on that list reshuffles the whole board overnight, and LeBron has made a career out of ignoring what makes sense on a whiteboard. So now I want your pick. Sixers, Heat, or Cavs? Where does LeBron actually land? Drop it below. And we are so close to 2,000 subs, so subscribe to stay up to date.